back to our Run Better videos. If you are a runner, probably you've heard about overpronation. It happens when your arches roll inwards when you run, and it can cause some problems, some injuries like Achilles tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, knee or hip soreness. So how to prevent that? Obviously, correct footwear, so proper fitted running shoes with correct amount of support for you. So here in Run and Become in our store, we provide natural gait analysis to make sure that you have a perfect running shoes. But often our customers ask if there's anything else they can do to prevent that movement, to work on these weak arches, to be more neutral when they run. And actually, yes, you can do something. So you can make some parts of your body stronger, which are related to your arches, to be more neutral. And these are your glutes. Today, we're going to show you 2 amazing exercises to improve strength of your glutes maximus and glutes medius, which are related to your arches. So let's start from the supine bridge exercise. Start in a sitting position with your feet hip width apart, and then slowly roll down on the floor. Just make sure that your lower back is stuck to the floor. There is no gap between your lower back and the floor. Is very important. You can bring your feet slightly closer, and now keep the contraction of your midsection. Imagine your belly button drawn inwards, so all the midsection is tight and squeezed. Squeeze your glutes, and now you can lift your hips to the bridge. Hold for 1-2 seconds and go back. So it's very important to not overextending that movement. It's quite common to do that. So Shankara now is showing you overextended movement. So she extended up to the shoulders, so all the pressure is on her lower back. Glutes are floppy, not activated, and that exercise is just totally wrong. So now Shankara is going back to the correct exercise. So she lay down on the floor, keeping the contraction of the midsection. So she's bringing belly button inwards, everything is tight, glutes are squeezed, and now she's slowly lifting hips, holding, and now she's coming back. You can do more advanced options of supine bridge exercise, like for example, single leg bridge. So Shankara will show you now. Static position is exactly the same. You are on the floor with your lower back tucked to the floor. There is no gap between your lower back and the floor. And before you're going to lift your hips, extend one leg with your knees together. Just embrace and squeeze your glutes, and now lift your hip. Just to make sure that your hips are not wobbly. Just make sure they are very stable during this movement. It's quite challenging at the beginning, but it's going to be easier with time. And do some repetitions. You can do 1-2 rounds of 10 repetitions with a small gap, small break between each round. Just make sure to switch your legs. Don't do only one side. Exercise both sides of your body. You can also use a resistant band for a better hip stabilization during this exercise. So just simply put the band around your legs, below your knees. Lay down on the floor, push your legs against the band, keep the contraction of the midsection, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips, and do exactly the same movements after the regular supine bridge exercise. Another great exercise is clamshell. So lay down on one side of your body on the floor, with your shoulder, pelvis, and your feet in one line. Now embrace the midsection, so you know already how to do it. Just imagine that you're pulling your belly button inwards and your core muscles are engaged, so you can find the gap between your waist and the floor. Now slightly roll forward pelvis. You can place your hand on top of your hip just to make sure that you're not going to overextend this movement, because now what you have to do is lift your knee and put it down. Just make sure that you're not overextending that movement, so your hand stabilize the hip in one place, so just your leg is moving. The rest of your body is still in one place. So it's very easy to overextend this movement, but that won't help you, because only this movement it's gonna activate the glutes medius. You can also use a resistance band for this movement, for this exercise, for a better hip stabilization. so more glutes activation. So simply put the band above, around your legs, just this time above the knees, and stay in one line, your shoulder, hips, your feet in the same one line. Place your hand on top of your hip, embrace the midsection, so pull the belly button inwards, and then slowly move your just leg up and down. Just make sure that your body is still, just leg is moving. It's really short, tight movements. So that was clamshell exercise. Just remember to do it in both sides of your body, not only one. And at the beginning, I would suggest as well 1-2 rounds with 10 repetitions with a small break between them. With time, if you feel confident, you can extend the amount of the rounds and extend the amount of repetitions in each round. Those exercises are great for glutes activation, so you can really improve your running technique if you do them quite regularly. So hopefully you will enjoy that video, have fun with exercising, and hopefully see you soon.